The New York Football Jets and the Carolina Panthers. This is a game that me and Steven both have a play on here. That being said, one of the things we're not going to do on this podcast is talk about the number we got it at and then just move on from there. And so we're going to give context to what we believe the value is by the time that you're actually watching this video or listening to this podcast. And so both Steven and I have a bet on the over in this Jets Panthers game. Now, that being said, the number we got it at 43 is long gone. If you look across the industry right now, it's 44 and a half. And that's pretty much what you're going to get in this Jets and Carolina Panthers game. I'll give you the reasoning behind why I did it. And then Steven, you can let me know what you think about betting it at 44 and a half. But this Jets team, I honestly was a little bit surprised. I understand preseason is preseason, but you can kind of tell when there might be something there. And I think Zach Wilson's actually going to he's going to have his rookie mistake games for sure. But I think there's going to be games where we sit back and go, man, this guy can play. And this team's going to score some points. And they add Corey Davis, they add Keelan Cole, they go out and they draft Elijah Moore as well. So there's playmakers around for this offense for him to have some success here. I mean, look, it looks like they're going to start at least the year with Tevin Coleman at running back, but they have other options there as well, including draft pick and Michael Carter that everyone seems to think is the heir apparent to go ahead and take over in the backfield there. But this is a Jets team that I think the offense is going to be a little bit more competent than people think. And I think the defense is going to be every bit as atrocious as people think. This is going to be, I think, a bottom 5 unit, if not a bottom 3 unit in all of the NFL. And I think that just screams over here, at least until they adjust these totals on this Jets team. And so I think the Panthers will be able to do just enough on the offense to help me get over this total of 43. But Steven, we've lost that number. It's sitting at 44 and a half. What do you think now that it's ticked up 1.5 points? Would you still play the over given the reasoning behind why we were doing it in the first place?
Yeah, I'm okay with playing it up to 44 and a half. I think 45 is where I would stop. I think maybe the reason I was attracted to this more than anything was because of the Panthers offense against the Jets defense more so than the Jets offense against the Panthers defense, although I think it's still a plus on both sides for those offenses. But the Panthers side is what attracted me most to this. So if it ticks up any more, I might be looking just at a Panthers team total over in that situation. And on that side of the ball, I mean, the Jets were bottom 3 in coverage grade a year ago. They're likely starting cornerbacks for week 1. Bryce Hall, wide receivers, caught 75% of passes targeted at Hall a year ago. He allowed 103.6 passer rating. And then right now, the Jets depth chart for their second cornerback spot has 3 rookies listed who were drafted in the 5th round, 6th round, and an undrafted rookie. They're still figuring out who they're going to start there, but regardless, that's a problem. Unless it's some shocking development where a day 3 rookie has an amazing week 1. He's going up against the receiving core of Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore. Terrace Marshall has looked like an athletic weapon in the preseason, maybe him in the slot now. And then you mix in Christian McCaffrey in the passing game as well. You know, I think Sam Darnold free of Adam Gase this year is you're going to see a lot with him being paired with Joe Brady. I think this team's going to score a lot of points in week 1.
Brad, what do you think about this one? And do you agree with us that this Jets team is an overlook, at least until they adjust these totals a little bit more? And what do you think about the outlook for this Panthers team here in year 2 of Matt Rule and Joe Brady?
Yeah, I like the over as well. I think the weakness of the Carolina offense is this offensive line, but the Jets roster is such that they're not going to be able to take advantage of it. You know, the Jets went out, they tried to sign a pass rush and everyone's just got injured. Carl Lawson was probably the big one. So as you said, they've got no one at cornerback and they've got no one at pass rush. And the Carolina have got the weapons, I think, to take advantage of it. You know, it's going to be Darnold is going to be about getting out quickly and letting those weapons go to work. And I think they will have success doing that. And then the Jets, I mean, the quarterback, I think he was saying in training camp, like he's not afraid to just let it fly. He's not afraid to take risks and throw it downfield. The offensive line is possibly upgraded. They've got a first round pick at centre or left guard. They've got Mekhi Becton at left tackle, and they've got receivers. So yeah, I think there's not much defence out there, and there's enough weapons to go over a relatively low total.
And one final thing here about them just being an over team, at least I feel like towards the beginning of the season is, these gunslinger quarterbacks, not only will there be big plays, but they'll also be big mistakes. And hey, pick sixes and strip sacks and all that, that all benefits an over. That all is good for me, good for an over, good for things like that. So a guy trying to do too much sometimes also works in our favor.